weather-wise, it's going to be a hot day. We're going to expect, the temperatures in the mid-90s pretty much. It's going to be really hot, and that's also a problem because we had the fires in Napa Valley, which actually is burning pretty hot right now. But in fact, there's a red flag out there all the way until 9 p.m. As in, evacuation already has started. Many people are already evacuating to different places. In fact, we'll share probably in the news headlines for you guys in just a few about that for sure. But अभी के लिए आपको बोलता हूँ कि this is what the situation is. Hot day, so watch out for that. Stay hydrated, stay indoors. COVID shelter in place still in effect, brother Jan. So do not try to even see like okay, hot day. मतलब I can go to the beach right now. Not advisable right now. Go. And of course, over the weekend, I was witness to many situations where people actually were mingling, wearing masks, of course, but no social distancing, especially in the beach and everything. Wow. I hope they're staying safe because seriously, we have not got a cure for COVID-19. Neither have we found a vaccine for it as yet. Though the vaccines are, the people are working hard to find the vaccine. It's taking some time for the approval process and everything. So you got to watch out for that. Lekin, that was your update in terms of what's happening on the roads and also what's happening with the weather.
Yes, Ultra, right.
So we'll get to the news headlines for you guys, Panjab, but let me also tell you the news headlines, whatever we share with you guys on air. If you're not able to catch up the news part of it, do not worry about it. We will definitely make sure it's posted on our Media Mahima blog, which you go read up afterwards, later on after the show or during the day, whenever you have time, Panjab. This is the news headlines. Do you want to share the headlines with us, Faldrani?
Yes, absolutely. And one of the biggest headlines that's coming out, and it's been the talk of the town all over the world right now, but not only in America, it's about Trump's tax returns. Trump says he paid millions in taxes and played down concerns about debt. Pelosi rallies U.S. House Democrats on a possible presidential election decision. Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett readies for meetings this week on Capitol Hill. California wine country fire quadruples in size and more evacuations are now ordered. CDC director contradicts Trump on the coronavirus and says we're nowhere near the end, according to an NBC report. A Texas county is on alert over a brain-eating amoeba after the death of a 6-year-old. U.S. pension funds sue Allianz after $4 billion in losses due to coronavirus. Microsoft gets into the 5G race with Azure Cloud for telecom operators. 3 top Apple suppliers to commit $900 million to India's smartphone incentive plan. India tweaks defense offsets policy. Opens up leasing of military equipment. And finally, in an update on the Sushant Singh Rajput case, the Narcotics Control Bureau says that claims of torture by Kshitij Prasad, who is an executive producer at Dharma Productions Division, he was called in for questioning, and he's being treated as a person of interest because he has supposedly a major drug nexus connection. So he claimed that that he was actually tortured during the NCB interviews, and NCB is saying that is completely untrue. And they've also not issued a clean chit for Deepika Padukone, Sarah Ali Khan, and Shraddha Kapoor. So more on all that coming up shortly.
Well, that would be just more of them trying to digress or trying to see if they can mislead the population or people or put some pressure on NCB. Well, that's natural. We know it. I think people should know it by now. We've seen so much of these things, like, the money people getting away with stuff, right? Like even Trump, for instance, like getting away with stuff because of the fact that he is Trump. Right?
Yeah.
And it's all what he says against what documentation says. Right?
Exactly.
Well, it's okay. It's fine. You can't help it. That's the way the world rolls, I suppose. But you can't help it right now. But I'll tell you what, keep those questions going. You got to keep asking those tough questions so people actually wonder what's happening. You know why? Faldani,
Why?
I think that questioning is very important. We need to question. Whether they give us the answer or not, we got to question. That's why NCB is questioning Deepika Padukone, questioning everybody else. But notice one thing about the way it is portrayed, right? These people are all party goers.
Yes.
Like, the party people. Bollywood is a party place, right?
Yeah.
They're supposed to be, they kind of, they get projects, they get based on socializing.
Correct.
Right? And socializing, that's one of the things they use is what? some kind of device, some kind of thing to feel happy about.
Correct.
Basically, very unhappy people. If you guys feel, no, they are like icons, they're very happy. No, they are not. They're very unhappy people because we need to go. They are forced into doing things they're not supposed to be doing.
Correct.
Like they don't want to socialize, but they want to socialize. But when they have to socialize with force, they need a Sahara of all these things like drinks and all the stuff, right? Think about it. But if you actually have socializing by drinking and all the stuff, probably you don't like doing it. That's why
But you know what? What is kind of worrisome and what is also kind of shocking
Uh-huh.
is that they're claiming that they did not consume, but they're not disputing the fact that it was their WhatsApp, their phones, their WhatsApp messages, and that they're the people who have asked for hash, weed, MDMA, all that stuff. And this includes biggies like Deepika Padukone, Bandhujan.
Biggie Barkwa is not a biggie, by the way. Anyway, people have made a biggie, that's all. But anyway, it's right there, right time. Probably she has good connections and all. That's what she's trying to do and all. And I was talking about how people try to change the view, right? Everybody going into NCBA totally dressed down.
Yeah.
Have you noticed? Dressed down, literally. And driving cars which are not expensive cars.
Somebody wrote, right? Somebody posted, I don't remember who it was. One of our bandhus posted saying, oh, why do they go like they're going to buy sabji at the market?
No, that's because they want to show their comedy bed, right?
Yeah.
So Deepika Padukone wears a sari and goes.
No, she didn't wear a sari.
What was she wearing?
She was wearing like one of those, those long linen.
But definitely not a designer.
Kurta, culottes kind of thing. That's,
Not a designer wear for sure, right?
She looked very ordinary and her hair was tied up in a bun.
Yeah, because she wanted to see that she's an ordinary girl. No,
Yeah,
the girl next to. I think it's like all those the what is that, the B-town people who are those image specialists, right?
Yeah.
I think they tell them to go that way. Oh, I say jaoge to you can share the impression that you're very nice and all. Please the NCB. I think I hope our investigation team actually is doing a good job and not getting carried away by these images.
They said that they're not going to give a clean chit to any one of these people purely because all the three of them had very every single person that they've interviewed had very scripted, tutored answers. Nobody was, and of course it seems Deepika Padukone actually became she got very emotional and she broke down like 3 times during the interview, and now their CBI is stepping into the murder investigation, right? So people are like, oh, what is CBI doing? There's people like, oh, we're going to starve to death and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
CBI says, unlike other agencies, we don't give press statements.
Good one.
We don't give updates. So it doesn't mean work is not happening.
Yeah, people don't know what CBI is. CBI is equivalent to FBI over here.
Yeah.
Who controls it? I have no idea actually. I'm totally a novice in this portion of who actually reports. I think CBI reports directly to the Prime Minister, like how FBI reports to the President. It's something like that. It's like, God knows what's going to happen. We'll give you updates on that anyways. Be interesting in the news part of it. But of course, now I'm going to Gane Kira. A little bit shake up over here. But of course, a nice song, which actually is a song for everybody out there to keep thinking about stuff, right? And question it. Yeah. A nice song for you guys from Super 30 Bandhujan, starring Hrithik Roshan, based on a true life story actually. It was more of a, I would say, a glorified biopic.
मजाल नोच के दिखा दे बाल भी खाल सवालों के बिना ही जिंदगी है डार्क बल्ब की तरह जला दे बस चल इतना ऊंचाई और माने 35 डिग्री पर बादल बर्फ का ही नहीं बनता अगर ऊपर की बॉटल का रेडियस को डबल कर दे तो कितना दूध बहेगा यूं एक बार में ही पढ़ के मान ले हम किताबों में लिखा है जो मजा तो तब है जब उकर के हम दिखा दें न पहले हो सका है जो सिखाने वालों को सिखा देंगे पढ़ेंगे ऐसे कि पढ़ा देंगे नहीं के शब्द को बदल के हम नहीं से क्यों नहीं बना देंगे अरे बुद्धि की सर्किट में पैदा कर उस मार्क बन जा प्यारे चलता फिरता क्वेश्चन मन करे चीतकार उत्सुकता हो सर पे सवार क्वेश्चन से तू मत मान हार चल भिड़ जा बरखुरदार भले बुद्धि की मुट्ठी हो टाइट हो रॉन्ग राइट में छिड़ी फाइट हर प्रश्न के उत्तर पर है तेरा अधिकार अधिकार दरवाजों के पीछे और बिस्तर के नीचे लुक छिप के रहता है एक क्वेश्चन मार्क से उगता है अंबर में दिखता है पानी में बहता है ये क्वेश्चन मार्क मेहनत करेंगे माथा फोड़ेंगे
अरे भाई साहब ये सेकंड हैंड में है आपके पास लो
लेकिन तोड़ेंगे सोने देता नहीं चिढ़ाता है इसको भी सस्ते में ना छोड़ेंगे अरे बच के जाने न पाए क्वेश्चन बच के जाने न पाए क्वेश्चन बच के जाने न पाए क्वेश्चन
देखो एक और topic. But it's that question mark and exactly what I'm going to tell all NCB also. बच के जाने ना पाए. Keep the question mark going or beat out.
Oh my God, you're so bad, Altibaba. Poor thing.
What? Okay. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's
Hey,
backtrack.
I'm
Wait,
saying
wait.
like, you know,
Let's
you're
backtrack.
asking them to be like, oh, bachke jaane na paaye. Like, you know, sometimes some people are already branded guilty by the media. You know, there's one particular channel, I'm not going to unnecessarily publicize him, but you should see the way he talks down. He's like
Arnab Mukherjee,
dragging.
fine, doesn't matter. I know,
Arnab
but
Goswami.
whatever his name is, he actually is. He's taken a. His thing is all about sensationalizing these things, and actually he's been dissed by the media, right?
Yeah.
Which is supported by the B Town, so that's why he's against them. But he has a personal vendetta. But I'm just telling in terms of how our youth are getting influenced by these so-called heroines.
True that.
I'm sorry. I really think people are misguided by them, right? By
Yeah.
they won't live up to our ideal. So I really think with fame comes some kind of responsibility on people,
Yeah.
right? To be able to send a message to people to lead a better life, right? Why all the fake things about taking the private flights with Karan Johar, all the stuff? What all the fake things? Why all those things?
Yeah.
Right? And why party? Why would you want to actually propagate drugs? It takes away from the life's vitality, Banujan. I'm sorry. Whoever it is needs to actually,
Not propagate, they're consuming it.
by
And-
consuming it, they're
yeah.
propagating it. By
And
propagating,
this, that Rakul Preet Singh, right?
Uh-huh.
The one who, she's the one who admitted openly that she had it delivered to her house for Riya Chakraborty, it seems. She never consumed it, it seems.
we believe her.
And then she gave out the name of Kshitij Prasad, and then the name of Deepika Padukone came up, and then this company called Kwan. We have dealt with Kwan. They were the
Yes.
ones who messed it up for us.
Yes, Kwan are the ones who
I'm
interfered. They're
so
the mafia.
glad we didn't go with them. I'm
Correct.
so glad we didn't go with
They
them.
were the ones who
Shameless
are
people.
they were the ones who were actually they were actually playing the mafia there.
Yes.
And then we said no, we're not dealing with. So we take American stand over there. We always say we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Yeah.
So we said no, sorry, we're not going to do it.
Exactly.
Well, that's what we took a stand on. I want to make sure people can actually do this. They should know now. The heroes are not supposed to. They're not the heroes you got to worship. You got to worship heroes like people of Super 30, right?
Yeah.
That's a hero who actually went ahead and made impact on people's lives.
Right.
Look for those kind of people, Banuja, and they're the ones you got to look up to. Like we have a hero within our studio right now here, Faltrani.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
true.
a hero. You're a hero, Faltrani.
Yes, thank you.
Heroine
Altibaba.
actually.
Yeah.
Well, what hero is a hero, Faltrani? There's no hero, heroine.
Are baap re, news pade kya?
Oh my God, look at that. She wants to focus on news because she wants to add value into people's lives. So, Faltrani, without any further ado, let's do this. Let's jump into our news for today.
Well, everyone will be talking today about an explosive New York Times report that came out over the weekend that revealed, among other things, that President Donald Trump paid no federal income taxes whatsoever in 10 out of 15 years beginning in 2000. He also reportedly paid just $750 in federal income taxes in the year he won the presidency and his first year in the White House.
You're very hard on our supreme leader, man.
Altibaba.
Seriously.
Don't
What?
back him up.
He is
This
entitled. Come on. He's entitled.
Indeed, he is. The tax information obtained by the Times also reveals Trump has been fighting the IRS for years over whether losses he claims should have resulted in $73 million that he got in refunds
Wow.
from the IRS. The president's opponents have been trying for years to get a hold of his tax returns after he broke with tradition during the 2016 presidential campaign and declined to release them to the public. Some Democratic leaders have already said that this news report makes it even more critical that his entire tax history be released. Trump has, in fact, he has come out and said, fake news. Fake news, fake news. Basically, he says, I pay millions of dollars in taxes and was entitled to depreciation and tax credits, and also said that he was under-leveraged, having more assets than debt.
Wait, I think I know one thing. I know that there's repercussions for tax fraud, right? And that is jail time. Yeah?
Yeah.
But what happens if it's the president doing all these things?
He'll get a free pass because the president cannot be prosecuted, a sitting president. Anyway, he says that he paid millions of dollars in taxes but was entitled, like everyone else, to depreciation and tax credits. And then, this is what he says. I'm extremely underleveraged. I have very little debt compared to the value of assets, because people are now worried that this president was so much in debt that there was no other choice that he had to run for president. And now he's in the surplus again. The Republican president, who will face Democratic rival Joe Biden on Tuesday night for their first debate before the November 3rd election, said he had extraordinary assets and boasted a very, very impressive financial statement. That's what he said.
Your quotations are so accurate, Falswadi.
I know.
You remind me of a supreme leader.
No,
Hail to supreme leader.
Oh, God. U.S. House of Reps Speaker Nancy Pelosi is rallying Democrats to prepare for a once-in-a-century election scenario requiring Congress to decide the outcome of the presidential race if neither Democrat Joe Biden nor President Donald Trump wins outright.
We'll have interim President Nancy Pelosi.
No. In a campaign letter to her colleagues, Pelosi told her fellow House Democrats that recent comments by Trump demonstrate that he could ask the House to decide the race if it is not clear which of the two candidates had received the minimum 270 electoral college votes in the November 3rd presidential election needed to gain office. Trump repeatedly has questioned the security of mail-in ballots, which could take a while to tabulate, given the high number of voters likely to use them this year due to the pandemic. Democrats fear that the president could attempt to have the count of those votes cut short in an attempt to have the election outcome determined by the House. And under the U.S. Constitution, the House would vote by state delegation to settle such a contest, with each state casting one single vote. While Democrats control the chamber by 232 seats to 198, Republicans control a majority of 26 state delegations versus 22 for the Democrats. So the Democrats have to win by an overwhelming majority, Bandhujan, to be able to win across all the states. Pennsylvania's delegation is tied, while Michigan has a 7-6 split between Democrats and Republicans, and an additional seat that's held by a Libertarian. The House has not determined the outcome of a presidential election since 1876. So Pelosi has called for an all-out effort to capture additional Republican-held House seats, which they might need if a decision on the presidential election spills over into the next year. So you can catch up on that detailed news story, Banjan, on MediaMahima.com. President Trump's nominee to the Supreme Court, Amy Coney Barrett, will begin meeting with senators this week as Republicans push ahead with a rapid Senate confirmation process ahead of November's presidential election over the objection of the Democrats. Lindsey Graham has said that they're going to hold the hearings as of October 12th. Trump on Saturday announced Barrett, she's 48 years old, as his selection to replace Liberal Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg, who died on September 18th at age 87. Barrett, who would be the fifth woman to serve on the High Court, said she would be a justice in the mold of the late staunch conservative Antonin Scalia. Her confirmation by the Senate would result in a 6-3 conservative majority on the court. Republicans now hold a 53 to 47 advantage in the Senate and are aiming to hold this vote before the November 3rd election in accordance with Trump's wishes.
Hey, but why don't women think that's a win for women? There's one woman actually replacing in the court.
Well, let me tell you, because Amy Coney Barrett is, it's no secret, according to a New York Times article that came out also, she
Conservative
is...
media?
No,
liberal media.
Do you want to listen to it?
Well, Fox is conservative.
Well, she belongs to she belongs to a Catholic church group, and in this particular church group, there is a group which is a covenant, where they sign a covenant, basically saying that they are called handmaids and the husbands are called the men who make the decision.
She might not be in the covenant. I think it's all the propaganda spent by the liberal media.
She and her husband, they have not come out.
Why don't you look at it this way? It's a win for the ladies. There's one woman at least. Otherwise, it would have been a full male court, right?
No, there are there are other women on the court.
How many women are there on the court?
There are 3 other justices.
4 women.
Yes.
And conservative.
Yeah.
So what's wrong with
Not
that?
conservative. They are the only liberal justices.
Okay.
Or progressive.
Oh, really?
So, with Ruth Bader Ginsburg gone, he had to replace, that is the only thing, right? He had to replace a female justice on the court, and a young one, and a conservative one. and especially with regard to Amy Coney Barrett, there's news that's coming out that she belongs to this church group where they sign a covenant which talks about it's more of a pro-life thing, and she has also sworn, basically to swear until death, basically, that they would not go against the wishes of the husband. The man makes the decisions in the house.
And you have issue with that?
Yes, I do.
No, people have an issue with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are the Supreme Court Justice. You're going to make independent decisions there based on what's right to the Constitution.
Very good. But right now, I'll make a decision, Falconi. If you want to follow, you can follow. Otherwise, no, doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think it's time for us to be signing off already.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
No, I just said this shit for us to be signing off. What else do we have?
Well, Bansham, we've got a whole bunch of news items. Looks like we're going to have to post it on MediaMahima.com because we don't have time to discuss it right here on the air in detail. So we will be back tonight live on the Pam Pam Show at 5. But you can catch up on all these news stories that we shared just with you, and also on the updates from India and with regard to the Sushant Singh Rajput case, COVID developments in India as well on MediaMahima.com. Have yourselves a magnificent Monday. Stay happy, stay safe.
की तरह जला दे बस चंद